Hello and welcome back to the final video of this little academy where we would like to introduce you to Keeper Hub and Web3 automation. Now, in the previous ones, I have shown you how to get up and running with Keeper Hub and how to create a keeper. And in this one, I wanted to take it one step further with the example we used in the previous video and expand upon it. So first and foremost, I just want to put in the name of this workflow once again, and I wanted to call this salary distributor oh, workflow. Great. Now, we already have the main wallet here, and this is the main keeper that will hopefully trigger all the keepers underneath it. So for the sake of the demo, I want to create a second keeper, and I'll call that keeper Luca. Sepolia network again, and I want it to be a contract. It's based off the Keeper Hub wallet. Oh, excuse me, not contract, wallet. And Keeper Hub wallet, there we go. So you can see that's a good example. I chose contract and put in a wallet address, and it'll say smart contract not found. There we go. Press next. Now, I'm not setting any conditions because we've already set conditions on the main wallet. Of course, if we take this example here, it could be that some of your employees may have certain specific conditions on when they get paid out. Then it would be smart to have these conditions set on the sub keepers and not on the main keeper. But in this example, I'm just going to keep the conditions for it to trigger on the main keeper and instead focus on the actions here. So obviously I want to notify the employee that they have been paid their salary, so I'm going to email them. Could also be a Discord link or a Discord notification or a Slack notification. We have webhook here, but in this case I want to just make sure I transfer from the KeepUp wallet, and I want to transfer, let's say 002 Sepolia ETH, and I want to transfer it to this address. I'm going to press save. And as simple as that, you've actually now created your first workflow. You can see we have Keeper Luca here. We could create Keeper George, Keeper John, and so forth of all the employees that you may have for your project. And that is rather limitless. We could also have a workflow that has multi-layers, so maybe Keeper Luca triggers another keeper and so forth. Now, for the sake of the demo, I want to go ahead and actually trigger this. So for you who may remember, we made the trigger manual. So that's why I can trigger it here. If it was cron based, it would trigger based on a specific time that you've set. So what I've done is I've triggered the workflow. As you can see, workflow triggered successfully. And whilst that runs, I'm going to go to workflows here to showcase also all the workflows that we have in the engineering team organization. You can see that all of them are enabled except for Wallet Watcher. You can see when they were last run, 6 days ago, a week ago, and of course the salary distributor workflow was run in a moment. So it was just about to run. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on executions instead. And here you can see that the keeper has now run the execution at 3:05 p.m. That's in line with the time now. You can see that the keeper has also run successfully, and it's very easy to spot in the sense that first of all it's the icon here is green, but also the two keepers are listed as green. If for instance you had multiple keepers linked up in this workflow, you could very quickly identify the root cause and where the issue lies, because it would be marked as red, and it would also show in the log files. But here what we want to focus on is, okay, we can see the condition returned true, so it triggered the secondary keeper. And in the secondary keeper, what we want to focus on here is, did it transfer the Sepolia ETH to my salary wallet? And yes, it did. It transferred 0.002 to this assigned wallet. And in addition to that, it also sent an email notification of this successful transfer. So this is what a successful execution looks like. You would of course be notified if it didn't happen, and you could set the notifications also to be sent to the individual or the admin, so that it's not Luca getting the notification that it didn't go through, but rather the admin, so that they can troubleshoot if, for instance, the conditions weren't met in the main wallet. This is just one of many countless ways that you can use KeeperHub. I hope these 4 videos were useful in just giving you an introduction into it. We will be creating many more videos where we go into a little bit more detail, well, a lot more detail on the different use cases that we believe Web3 can automate and should be automating. Again, we are opening up our closed beta to users currently and testers. The only thing we wish for in return is as much feedback as possible. So do reach out to us if you're interested. You can find the sign up page on our website. I hope this was enjoyable, and thank you very much for listening.